Mr. Lacy, I'll be building you a house today. Let me start off by saying that I'm so excited because I had the academic comeback of the century. This right here, I didn't fail. So, there's that. I really thought I was going to fail this class after quarter three, but man, I got it together. Not that that's a good grade to be proud of course, but, beats an F. So now instead of studying for chemistry and sociology, I'll be building you a house. First, we got to go over what you want. You want 2,800 square feet, 4 people live in there. You, your wife, both boys, ages 15 and 13. 3.5, I'm going to assume 3.5 bedrooms and 3.5 bathrooms. Man cave and workout room for any custom rooms. You want a ranch with a walkout basement, okay. You want an open concept. You want it to be out in the country, and you want a 3-stall garage attached. All very doable in a very realistic house. All right, so this is what it looks like right now. This doesn't look like anything else I've really ever built before. It's because I'm trying to go for sort of like something new. People that watch my videos that is not Ben Lacy will recognize that this is not one of my normal designs. I've done a lot of stuff off camera, or private videos I should say, recently, and I've just been trying out some new styles. This is one of them, so yeah, that's the reason why. But for Mr. Lacy, this is the like base model of your house. All right, now here are the changes that I've made. I've also given the rooms names, but I already had them names in my mind before. I've expanded this area massively, just gotten rid of a lot of walls because didn't really need them if it's an open concept. And I've also gotten rid of this wall. Yeah, there's just a lot. I've just made it much more open concept area. Yeah. All right, quick intro to stairs so that you know how they work. This right here is where you are going. So like you are going this way to walk down. Same thing goes for this, you're going this way. For example, right here, you're going this way, this way. This is the dimensions that I made. It is just 44 off from the 2,800 mark, which is pretty good. And now I'm going to get to work on the doors. Hope that you like it so far. Unless you binge all my other videos right after this, you're not going to know, but this doesn't look like the sort of house that I normally build. It's a more interesting one, geometrically speaking. So I hope that you like it and are not opposed to it. At the end of the day, it just sort of comes down to preference and whatever one you prefer. Now for the behind the scenes segment. Up here I have my main thing, but I also have many different layers to it, including the layers layer. What's the layers layer? The layers layer is the layer that layers on top of each other. You have this green, which just is indicating of when is this flush with this, or flush. So this right here extends out to there, meaning it does not extend to this. If I do an overlay of these, you can see this. As an example, if I match these perfectly and layer them on top of each other, this is what it looks like. Now, as you maybe can see, this is all flush with it, but then it cuts inside into here, meaning that this right here is not that. What's the blue? The blue is, the green is basically anything that is connected to this. The blue, however, is anything that is actually available to be connected to outside. For example, this right here, if I don't need anything right there, I don't include it. The green is already an indicator of what I can have. The blue is more the limits, if that makes sense. That's how I determine where I can have my walkout areas. All right, here's another quick example. If I wanted to make a door leaving your house from the workout room, I would need to make like an upper deck on top of that too. Why? Because it has green and blue on it, meaning that I can't, because you would fall down here because it's directly on top of the man cave. This is technically a second story, even though it is first story, which is what grants permission for a lower level walkout. It's when the first floor becomes the second story. Same thing for why I couldn't do it like right here. Hopefully that is a good example. All right, I'm gonna take a break after this, then I'm gonna finish it up later, but this is what it's looking like right now. I did change this up a fair bit, not too much. You might be able to notice some changes, but yeah, mostly it's been the same. This, however, has been changed. I'll go over everything in the actual home tour, but I mean, you can basically see what it looks like right now. I'll furnish it and add the windows next, as well as doors for this. This bedroom, by the way, has no windows, and there's not really a good way to give it windows without swapping that out for the man cave. So, looks like it's just going to be a prison, unless you want to, I guess if you had possession of the house, you could change which room was which. But, yeah. Bedroomless window, or close enough. I've gotten rid of the blue down here, so that it's still flush with it, but no longer available for use, meaning I'll also need to be getting rid of this window, because you need to stand on top of something to get into here. Quick little update on the grade check, by the way. That for econ, not a bad exam grade. Bumped it up to an A-. It's pretty good. Final home tour. Let's start with this. You have the garage entrance as well as the front entrance. Because we live in Michigan, the garage entrance is primarily the main entrance. Stairs are here and here. When you walk in from the garage door, you're immediately greeted with the living room, which I've furnished out so. That leads into the bedroom, leads down into a bathroom. By going up here, we can find this hallway right here that leads into a half bedroom and half bathroom. Utilities, storage. Up here, we have the workout room, as well as a bathroom. Down in here, we have the dining room, the kitchen, which leads to a pantry, the other entryway, the, I guess, front door. Then down here we have a secondary bedroom. And that is all 1,934 square feet. Now moving down to here, staircases are here and here. Utilities will be along this. This is another bedroom, and this right here, another bathroom. Laundry room is right here, and then your man cave is right here. This is your walkout basement that you have asked for. And if we look at this, as I've said earlier, layers there, you can see that. 3-stall garage as you requested, pretty open concept. It's hard to do that with the basement, but I did a poor job, honestly. But again, it's hard to do that with the basement. So I hope that you like it. I believe that this checks off all boxes. Only thing to do would be to put it out in the country. Putting you out on this lot all the way over here, which is pretty out in the country. Got yourself a nice little river leading along it, pond over there. It's pretty good. Hopefully you like it, and as always, good night.